So I just got off a client call and I have officially signed my biggest client yet um, for $2,400 a month. My previous biggest client was actually my first client for $1,500 a month. And ever since then, all my clients have been somewhat under that. I've had other clients that were somewhat in a similar range, but my marketing agency is on content creation and content creation only. So typically, my clients aren't these big, $5,000 clients. It's typically between the 600 to 1,500 range. But I just got off a call and I signed a client for $2,400 a month, which is pretty crazy. It's crazy because I still remember how scared I would be whenever I would get into a sales call, and now it's I still like to prepare for it, but I'm nowhere near as nervous, or even when I sign a client or whether I get rejected or whatever the outcome is, it's almost like numbing, or it's like I'm almost numb to the whatever happens. It's just, I have the mindset now where it's just whatever happens happens. If I sign the client, great. If I'm unable to sign the client, that's fine. We'll move on to the next. That's pretty much my mindset now. So I don't really get nervous on sales calls anymore. Again, which is crazy because when I first started, my first 5 to 10 calls, I was just, it was terrible. It was really bad how nervous I was. But now it's now I'm pretty numb to it. So I think that's kind of cool. I think one thing I learned is just if you if you do something just over and over again, you almost, no matter how bad you think you are at it, you just naturally get better. You just naturally get more confident, and you stop worrying about the outcome so much. You just kind of live in that moment. So now when I get on my sales calls, I don't even use scripts anymore. Um, I literally just hop on the call and then kind of hear what the client has to say, and then kind of just pitch my services and have a natural flowing conversation. Again, which is crazy because I'm not a talkative person. I'm a very big introvert. I don't like talking with people. I've never been on sales calls. I've never done anything like this. It's just I've done so many calls over time to where it's just like, okay, I missed out on this call, or I made this mistake on this call. It's fine. I have another call in 2 hours, or I have another 3 calls tomorrow. So it's it's not something that I really think about anymore, which is kind of crazy. So for this client, I am doing social media management and content creation. I think it's for Instagram and TikTok. I have to check my notes. But yeah, I think it's Instagram and TikTok, and it's 7 posts a week, so 1 post a day. Um, yeah, it's for Instagram and TikTok, and it's a mix of graphic posts and videos, reels, stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that I'm doing that for $2,400 a month. It's If there's anyone else doing social media content creation, that's a lot. That's a big client for just 7 posts. This client, I think, just reached out to me. I didn't even have to send a proposal. They were literally the ones who reached out to me because they saw my Upwork profile. Um, because I already had established such, I guess, a good profile, and my experiences on Upwork. They looked at it, they saw my page, and they were the ones who reached out to me, and then we booked a call, and then I closed the client there, or today. So yeah, it's feeling pretty good. On to the next. I guess my goal for the next couple months is to actually start getting close to consistently hitting that 10K per month mark. I think I'm kind of inconsistent with it because last month I hit 9K profit, and the month before, December, I was at 7K. And this month I think I'm at around the 5 to 6K mark, but it's February 16th, so there's still like 10, 12 days left for the month. But yeah, I want to get to a point where I'm just consistently hitting 10K per month, and I think that's my goal. That's the goal that I set out when I first started. I just want to hit that 10K per month mark. Um, I didn't think I would reach it, but which is crazy. But I thought, yeah, just thinking about where I'm at now, it's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, this is awesome, man. SMMA, it changed my life for like, I don't know. So some of my friends like ask me what I do and stuff, and I tell them like I run my own business, and I do SMMA. And a lot of them, like when I talk to them about it, they're like interested, and they always tell me like, oh, can you teach me, help me get started? And I tell them all like the same thing. Like, of course, I'll help. Like I get excited when I talk about this kind of stuff, because this is what I love to do, and I want I guess people to talk to about this kind of stuff. So whenever my friends tell me that they're interested in and that they want to get started, they don't want to work that 9 to 5, they're tired of job searching or whatever. I'm like, yeah, like let's do it. Let's get started. And they go, okay, what do I do? And I say, okay, the first thing you should do is literally go on YouTube or Google and look up what is an SMMA, learn about it, figure out what it is, what the business model is, because there are people online that have been doing SMMA a lot longer than me who can teach you about what it is much better than I can, I think. Um, and I guess I can kind of give you a more personalized, approach to it. And my advice from just like, I guess, a normal guy who's not making, you know, millions of dollars a month, from this business model, I guess that would help, right? Especially from someone who's just starting out. Like, I get that, but just learning the basics of it, I think it's important. And you can get that from a YouTube video much better than just listening to me explain it. So I tell all the people that ask me, to teach them about like, what to do or how to get started. I tell them I'll just start with a YouTube video, go on Google, go on YouTube, look up what is an SMMA, how to run your own SMMA business, you know, all of that. Spend an hour, 2 hours of your time just going on YouTube for free to watch free YouTube videos. And like I tell that to all my friends who ask me, and literally every single one say the same thing, like, oh yeah, sure, I'm down. And then I say, okay, watch these videos, and then after you watch them, get back to me. And like I tell that to everybody. And there's been a lot of people that ask me like how to start a business and things like that. And there's not a single person that has ever gotten back to me, which is crazy. Like, and I see my friends, like, I'm like, hey, how's it going with the business? Have you watched the videos? And like they all go, oh yeah, like I was kind of busy, or I didn't have the time, or I forgot. Like that, like someone told me they forgot. Like, that's crazy. Like, bro, you wanted to start your own online business. You wanted to change your life, make thousands of dollars a month. But when I tell you to risk 1 hour of your time to watch free YouTube videos, like, I'm not telling you to spend any money or buy a course or nothing. Just 1 hour of your time for free on YouTube to learn about this business model that you want to start, to learn about this business that you want to, create and make for yourself. You're not willing to invest the time, or you don't have time, or you're too busy for it. Like, that doesn't, like, you're not willing to take that risk. Like, it's, I don't know. For me, when I was starting out and when I wanted to learn, um, or when I found out about SMMA, and then when I wanted to actually learn about it, I spent weeks, just pure, like, sleepless nights, weeks just studying as much as I possibly can for free, absorbing as much information as I can, um, and just so I can get started as soon as possible. That was I wanted to start. You know, just I just that's it. I just wanted to start. I knew that I had to, you know, at least know the basics to start. So I just wanted to get that out the way. I'm not a studious person. I don't study. I'm not smarter. I'm not smart. I'm definitely not smarter than any of my friends. You know, I'm not better than them in any way. It's just I guess they don't want it enough. I don't know. It's a little sad. I think I think people just want me to give them some sort of answer, or like, here's a button, press it and you have a business that'll run on its own. But it doesn't really work that way. You have to put in the work, put in the hours, take some risk, invest your time. It's simple. The business model is really simple, but it's not easy. It definitely does take time, but I genuinely believe anybody can do it. It's just it takes work. It takes a lot of work, and effort. And as soon as I tell that to people, they just get turned off, because I didn't give them this button that you can just press, and you instantly have a business. You know, it doesn't really work that way. You have to put in the hours. But yeah, it's if you want to start a business but you're not willing to spend an hour of your time researching about the business, it's I don't know. And then I can't really help you out there. Then you know you're not willing to put in the effort or the work, and I think I like if I when I do that, I save a lot of people the time, because even if I were to give them like a different answer and they were to get started, like they would just end up quitting anyway, because they're the type of people that aren't willing to risk 1 hour of their time for free, and they're not willing to overcome that. So whenever so when if they were to get started on this business and they were to invest actual real money and time, like, and something comes up, like you just know they're not going to be able to handle it. They're going to quit, they're going to crumble. Then like I just saved you a bunch of time, because if you're the type of person that's not even willing to do that, then when something real comes up in your business, and something will come up, because in any business there's going to be problems and stress and client issues and things that go on. If you're the type of person to quit when I tell you to, you know, spend an hour of your time for free to watch a YouTube video, um, when an actual risk or when an actual problem or issue comes up, you know, you're not going to know what to do. So I think now I'm pretty convinced that more than anything, if you want to run a successful business, or if you want to start your own business, online business, I think mindset is probably the number one factor. Before even getting started, you need to have the right mindset. You need to want it, like more than anything, almost like you need it. You know, you have to be willing to put in as much work as you and time into it as you possibly can. Just forget everything, like, and just head down and just go. It's you need. I think you need that kind of ox-like mindset, to be successful. Forget about the skills. Forget about how smart you are, your IQ, whatever. Anything about that. Just how bad do you want it? How much time are you willing to invest? Um, and yeah, I think that's honestly, I think that's the answer. That's pretty much it.